Hello, welcome to ArthaChitra. In this video I will demonstrate how to configure a multi-level bracket order template. We will start by building the template. We can do so by clicking on the Add button in the Order Template control. This will bring up the Order Template view. From the drop down, we will click on the multi-level bracket order. A multi-level bracket order template can have a maximum of 3 levels, and we can add the levels by clicking on the Add button. Now any subsequent clicks on the Add button will be ignored. Now let us go ahead and define the bracket levels. The price interval type param can be ticks, points or percentage. For the first I will select ticks. We will set the quantity. The quantity is the order quantity for the target and the stop. We will set the target as 50. Now 50 ticks, for example, our underlying is Reliance, which have a tick price of 0.05. So 0.05 into 50 equals 2.5 in absolute terms. So if our entry order average fill price is 1790, the target will fill at 1792.50. We will also set the stop at 50. Now do remember, if you do not want to submit a target or a stop, just append the same as 0. For example, if we don't want to set the stop, we will simply append it as 0. Here in this form, the target will be placed but the stop will be ignored, as stop price is 0. For this demonstration purpose, we want to set the stop also, and we will append it as 50. Now in the next level, we will set the price interval type as point. The quantity is 100 again, and the target will be 5 as in absolute price, and stop also. What it means is, like, if the entry order average fill price is 1790, the target will be 1795 and the stop will be 1785. And in the last level, we will select it as percentage, and the quantity is 100. So 100 equal to 300, and the target will be 0.5%. So we will append 0.5. Now we will also append a name. Let's say MBO test. Okay. Now another thing to remember is the stops and the target will be placed once the entry order is filled. So if you place a limit order, that is your entry order, and it is still in the working state, and you close ArthaChitra, then the stops and the targets won't get placed. So make sure ArthaChitra is running, and do not close ArthaChitra unless and until the entry order gets filled and the stops and the targets are placed. So we will just click OK out here. Now if we click on the order template control, we can see our new label template out here. You can always delete by clicking on the cross button, and you can edit by clicking on the edit button. And do not forget, you can always visit our help file to know more about the multi-level bracket order template by clicking on the help button out here. So we will just skip that and we will just close. Now let us go ahead and place an order. We will set the quantity as 300, since the template we have defined 300 as quantity. We will select the count and we will select the order template. Now we will just go ahead and place a limit order. Okay. Now the orders have been placed, and this is the target and this is the stop. So let us go ahead and see where it lies. So this is the entry order, and this is the average fill price, which is 87.75. So 87.75 plus 2.5 that is 90.25, and 87.75 minus 2.5 equal to 85.25. This is our stop and target for the first level. The second level, this plus 5 and this minus 5, and for the third level, this plus 0.5% of this, we come to this and this. Now one thing to remember is like the stops and the target are paired with a unique OCO ID, and they share the same OCO ID. So what it means is like when the target gets filled or the stop gets filled, the other order will get cancelled automatically. Now where the OCO simulation is held in such scenario, well, that depends on your connection. If your connection supports server-side OCO orders, then the OCO simulation will be held at the server level. However, if your connection does not support OCO orders, then the OCO simulation will be simulated locally, and ArthaChitra will handle the OCO simulation. Now in such scenario, if your connection does not support OCO orders, then do not close ArthaChitra. If you close, the OCO simulation won't be simulated, and when the order, let's say the targets gets filled, the stop won't get filled. You have to manually cancel it. For interactive brokers, for example, supports server side OCO orders. So if you are connected to interactive brokers and the stops and the targets are placed, you can close ArthaChitra. Even if you close ArthaChitra, you will be fine. The stops or the targets will be cancelled once one order gets filled. So let us just go ahead and place an order. Okay, I will just go and fill the order.
Sold Reliance.
Okay.
Sell order for Reliance cancelled.
So the percent that I've filled the third level. Now this got filled and this got automatically cancelled. So I will just go ahead and cancel all those orders.
Sell order for
Okay.
Reliance cancelled.
Now filled, cancelled, filled, cancelled. Now another thing is like we have defined the quantity as 100, 100 and 100. If we will look at the template 100, 100 and 100. Now what happens when we are submitting an order with a quantity of 300 out here? But what happens if we place an order with a quantity of 150? Here what will happen is like the first level, which is defined as 100, will go through. The second level will also go through. However, the order quantity will not be 100 but 50. So ArthaChitra does make sure that no overfills works, and there's no overfill or so on and so forth. So let us go ahead and place an order. Okay. Now as you can see, there are only 2 plus 2, 4 orders, and if we go out here, we will see like this is the entry order which got filled at 1787.65, and this is the target, and this is the stop, and the quantity is 100 and 100. However, for the next level, this is like 50 and this is also 50, the quantity. And if you look at the price, for example, this is 87.65 plus 5 equal to 95.65. So this is the second level, this is the first level. Now I will go ahead and also fill the orders. Now what happens if I set the quantity as 400? Now in such scenario, only stop and target for 300 orders will be submitted. So let us go ahead and place an order. We'll just go and fill it. Okay. Now as you can see, This is our entry order. Now this is 100, 100, the first level, second level is 100, 100, and third level is 100, 100. So we are still short of 100 shares, which is like lying naked. So it always depend on how you set up your order template. So thank you very much for your time.